So it is June 9th, and I am going to try another round of fertility treatments. So after the last IUI was not successful, the doctor, they were actually really pleased because this was the first time that I was ever able to get a follicle and to ovulate, and so they were really pleased that other than the IUI not being successful, they were like, well, it was a really successful cycle. So they wanted to try again using the same set of pills and shots and things like that. So for the past 4 weeks, I've been suppressing my ovaries again with the same medication that I did before. And today was day 1 of my cycle, so I will go in for the preliminary scan tomorrow, the day 2 or 3 day scan, where they look to see if I have any cysts, which I'm just preparing myself that I probably will because I always do, and then just depending on the size, we'll see if we can move forward with doing the fertility medications and the shots and things, so that hopefully I can have another follicle and do another insemination at the end of this month. At the end of June. So that will be really exciting. I'm going tomorrow for my ultrasound, hopefully no cysts, and then we can keep going. But I will say, this past month, it was way harder than I thought. And my friend who has been through this process several times, who I'm so excited is pregnant now, I was talking to her and she's like, yeah, well, after a couple of times, I kept thinking, well, I'm just gonna toughen up and and pretend like I don't care, or, not get so emotionally invested. She's like, and that was like total BS. Like, there's no way that you can't get invested in the process. So you just have to kind of let yourself get into it or whatnot. So here we go on another adventure. Fingers crossed. And I just had my ultrasound and it was pretty much the same results as I had expected. I have a cyst on my right ovary, but they're going to leave that alone because my right ovary never really does anything, and it's never made a follicle, it's never done much of anything. And so they're going to just leave that alone. And but I have a really big cyst on my left ovary, the same size as I had last month, but actually a little bit bigger. So they're going to do a blood test to see if it's harmful or not, and then we'll go from there. So this is pretty much exactly what happened last time, so hopefully the blood test is good and we can move forward. I don't know, it's a very gloomy day outside, it's raining like crazy, so but hopefully good news, who knows. Okay, so just a little update. I have to give myself injections of a medication called Brevel, and this will be my fourth day of giving myself an injection, so let me show you what that looks like. Now I'm all ready to inject. Good morning. Okay, I am on my way to get an ultrasound. I did 5 days of Femara and 4 shots of Brevel. So now I'm going to get an ultrasound to see what's happening. Hopefully I have a follicle. Here we go. And I'm in the crying room again. So during the ultrasound, she said I had a couple of follicles growing, but I don't know if they're to the right size. I don't know. I have to wait for them to tell me. It's hard to say. No. It was good news. So I'm not ready to do the insemination yet, but I have 3 follicles that are growing. So I guess they need to get to 21 to be considered mature, I think. And I have 1 that is 14 on my right ovary. So I was like, way to get in the game, righty. It normally does nothing. And then I have 2 on my left ovary that are 12. And my cyst is gone from both ovaries. So I was like, what? Good job. So that's really good. So she took my blood and she's gonna call me this afternoon to see when to come back to check and see if my follicles have matured and to see if she needs to like up the dosage of the shots. So I'm really excited. Okay, it's Friday, so I did 2 more shots of Brevel, and now I'm going to get a scan and see if my follicles have matured. Yeah, I hope they have. I don't know. Here we go. The nurse said I had good growth of my follicles. So that's good news. Now I'm just waiting for the doc to come in and confirm. So cool. So the news was good. I have 2 mature follicles, which is awesome. And she was like, "This, I feel more comfortable with 2 than 3." So just because of the risk with multiples and all of that stuff. Anyway, so now we're waiting to see when to do the insemination. So it could be this afternoon, or it could be like Monday morning, or any time in between. So she's just waiting for my blood levels to come back in a couple of hours. But she recommended only doing 1 insemination instead of 2, because she said that it would be just like the benefits of doing 2 aren't as great as like the benefits of just doing multiple cycles. And so she said they used to recommend doing 2, but now she thinks that 1 would suffice, which is kind of weird because then I have an extra vial of sperm, but then it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know. So but I'm okay with just doing 1. It cuts down on the cost, and hopefully that's all I need. So there we go. Now I just have to wait for her to call me in a couple hours. Awesome. Okay, this is very exciting. So the doctor called me and they want to do the insemination first thing tomorrow morning. So I actually had to run home in the middle of work. That's where I'm at home now, because I have to inject myself with Ovidrel, which is what forces the ovulation, and they want me to do it now because they're worried that if we wait any longer that my other follicles will catch up and I could have over 5, which is too many to safely do an IUI. So that's why I have to come home and I'm gonna inject myself with the Ovidrel, and it is time tomorrow morning at 7:30. That is the only reason to get up super early on a Saturday, is to make a baby. Woohoo! So here's the Ovidrel shot. These are actually, the needle is much bigger and it's a lot more liquid, so it's actually quite a bit more painful than the Brevel, but it's worth it. It is Saturday, June 21st, and I'm on my way for my insemination. Woo! I wore a sparkle eyeliner just for the fun of it. But yeah, here we go. Here we are, once again, where all the magic is. Here we are, just waiting. It's Saturday, and so that's why all the lights are off. I don't come to like a shady place.
It's Saturday and the morning time.
Yeah, it's Saturday, and like not even the clinic downstairs, the community care is open.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
I'm pretty excited.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
Sitting in the dark, I'm sorry. It's Teresa, so I'll call you right back.
Okay. Kicking it dark style.
Yeah.
That lady is the lady that's been taking my blood.
Oh, the lights are beautiful.
She's nice.
Now it's not as creepy in here. Ooh, there's the sign. On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
I'm not really nervous because I know what it feels like. Oh man.
And now we wait.
Yeah.
Things are getting serious.
We're in the room. This is the procedure room that normally I'm in the ultrasound room. The crying room is nowhere near this room.
Yep. No crying today.
No crying. Just prego-ness.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
Like 49 million.
That's what it's all about.
49 million excited. We did it!
Yep.
Now we're just waiting.
Yeah, I've got like, well, actually, probably getting pretty close to the 7-minute mark.
Yeah. She said that it only takes 7 minutes for like the sperm to get from, you know, to the egg.
Yeah.
And I had 49 million swimming sperm, which is like a super ridiculously high amount.
Yeah, they look for 10.
Yeah.
And last time, what was it? You said there were like
last
16?
Time it was 16 in one
27?
and like 20, yeah, in the other. And now I have 49 million sperm.
Yeah, you got your money's worth on this one.
Good job, 2774.
2774. Doing a great job. Check it out.
So here's the follicles on my right ovary. There's one and there's two.
And those are the actual ones that
Yeah.
are being targeted right
Yes.
now.
And then on my left ovary, I had two smaller ones, and that's why they made me take my epidural shot right away yesterday, because they didn't want these to burst as well, because that would have been too many follicles at once.
Yeah.
And there was actually a third one on the left ovary.
That's crazy.
So, but yeah, there's baby's first picture right there.
There it is. Sound goes out to you, 2774.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody.
You the man.
Hello, just a quick baby making update. It is now Sunday night, so I am 8 days post IUI. I feel fine. I mean, last time I had a lot of cramping afterwards, but none of that this time, so that's good. I'm sleepy because I have been taking, they had me start progesterone just 4 days after the IUI instead of having to wait and get a blood test and then see what my progesterone level was. They had me start taking it right away. So, but I do go tomorrow morning to get my progesterone level checked, so hopefully it is really good. And yeah, so just another week till I find out. It was really good news from my blood test this morning. So my progesterone level is 33.91, which is really good. They said anything over 10 is good, but I have been doing the progesterone medication, the inserts, whatever, for a couple of days, so that's good. So that may have boosted it as well. But so in the words of the nurse, not only does my progesterone level show that I ovulated really well, but also that if I were to be pregnant, my body has more than enough progesterone in its system to support that pregnancy. So that's really exciting. So yeah, now it's just 7 more days till I find out. It's July 7th, so it has been 16 long days of waiting after my IUI, and now I'm going in for my blood test to see if I'm pregnant. Here we go. Okay, so I'm not pregnant, and that sucks. Yeah, there's no other way to put it really, other than that really sucks. I think I tried not to get my hopes up like last time, so I didn't really truly think that I was pregnant. However, like, it's hard not to get excited, especially since things were going so well. I mean, I had like all those follicles, and you know, I ovulated really well, and my numbers were looking good. So I think the doctor, when they called me, I think she was disappointed as well, because things did sort of look like they were going so well for this cycle. But at the same time, I mean, the end result is not pregnant, so the rest of it, you know, as good as that went, it doesn't really, you know, yeah, it didn't work. I'm not pregnant. I don't know. I mean, there's not really a reaction that I have. You know, it's not like you get better at finding this news out the second time around. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna try again, but I don't know if I will, you know, try just right away, or if I'll wait a couple of months and then try again. I don't know about that, but I do want to try again. So, but yeah, this is a strange process. So, I don't know, it sucks. But, so yeah. Infertility take 2 was a lot better. I should look at the positives. So I didn't feel bad after the procedure. I handled being off my medications for so long really well. Like, things really, I mean, all things considered, it was fine. You know, I didn't feel badly. So I am hopeful that this next round I will feel equally as well, and that the cycle will go just as well, you know, and that we'll have a better outcome. So I am really hopeful about that. So yeah, I mean, but there's no way to prepare yourself for the way that this feels. You know, I think after the fact, you know, in a couple of days, you know, then it might hit me or whatever. I don't know. But I think in general I'm doing a lot better this round than I did last round, and so maybe third time will be the charm and it will be even better. So yeah, I don't know. Thanks for all the good thoughts that folks have given me during this process. I don't know, but yeah. All right. I will see you next time. The journey continues. Bye.